Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight I'm going to be talking about R. Kelly and his team trying to put some of these rumors to bed, trying to dead some of these stories that some of these girls are trying to put out, and prove that some of them are, in fact, liars. Anyways, let's get into the nitty and gritty of this video. I'm gonna jump right in. So basically, R. Kelly and his team decided to launch this Facebook page, and they said upon launching this Facebook page, they were then going to launch a website which is called Surviving Lies to dispute what the claims were that the women were making one by one. They were going to take out each person one by one. TMZ decided to post it, and so I'm going to read some of what TMZ has to say. The Facebook page has now been taken down. So earlier today, I got wind that they had this Facebook page, and I'm like, ooh, let me grab the receipts. So I'm over here grabbing receipts. Then I start getting dressed and I start getting ready because I was about to, post these videos. And then when I went back, because I'm like, I want to go live and scroll through the comments of what people are saying at the same time. And poof, the Facebook page was gone. So I'm going to show you guys some of the receipts that I was able to snag off of there before the website went down. And then I'm going to show you some footage of one of the accusers who was caught pretty much lying. And it sounds, I don't know, they kind of, I don't know, it was a mess. So let me go on over to the TMZ website to share the article with you guys. And this was posted earlier today, and it was showing how he is having his team put together this website and stuff to try to out some of the accusers. So on the website, it says, R. Kelly is vowing to expose his accusers for what he calls blatant lies being spewed on Lifetime docuseries, and he's going down the list one by one, TMZ has learned. Sources close to Kelly tell us he and his camp are in the middle of launching a new website called survivinglies.com, which we're told will attempt to expose all of his accusers as liars, as well as reveal their true motivations behind their allegations. For now, there's a Facebook page dedicated to the new cause. The site itself is not live yet as of this post. So when I first read this article, the Facebook page was live and active, but it is no longer active anymore. Facebook decided to remove the page because I guess it went against some of the company guidelines. But one of the women who R. Kelly wanted to out, or his team wanted to out, because another thing that I did notice before the page went down, and I was like, damn it, why didn't I do a screenshot? But one of the people said that the page was not operated by R. Kelly. Like, one of the posts said, all of this information is public information. This is not ran by R. Kelly. We're just a supportive fan, blah, 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 blah. And I forgot to screenshot it. But when I refreshed the page, when I was ready to sit down and, pull more receipts, it was gone. So anyways, so one of the targets is this young woman that's on the screen right here, Asante McGee. And it says right here, it appears R. Kelly's first target is Asante McGee, one of the women who's spoken out and claims was one of Kelly's sex slaves. But his team has put out a video that they say contradicts her story. The Facebook page links to a YouTube video which claims Asante's daughter has debunked her mother's claims of sexual abuse and control at the hands of Kelly in a leaked phone convo with her BF, allegedly telling him she often raved of a luxurious lifestyle and the perks of being with him. We have not independently verified the identities of either person in this audio. This is just what R. Kelly's page is claiming. It also goes on to list Asante's previous arrest and claims she is in cahoots with Joycelyn Savage's father to extort the singer. So the page was pretty much trying to say that Joycelyn Savage's father is a criminal. They showed snippets of like mugshots and stuff like that. and showed that the woman, Geronda or whatever, was also a criminal. And so I'm going to show you guys those things as well. And they were pretty much trying to paint the narrative of these are people looking for a come up. They're criminals. They're just coming up with this scheme, and this video right here that I'm about to show you, it kind of corroborates. I can't recall what her voice sound like, or I don't even remember the Asante name in the documentary. That name doesn't sound familiar to me, but I'm going to play the audio for you. And this is her talking about the whole alleged coat house or whatever, and how she lied about some things. So let me play the audio for you guys.
And she just kind of like, I wonder why she stopped fucking with him.
I don't know.
So that's some interesting shit. Cause y'all over there tell me that shit was like, I ain't gonna lie. She was like, she was telling me they were having fun, but she was saying shit like, oh, y'all had a nanny, and she was saying R. Kelly will get y'all a nanny and shit.
I was a nanny.
Well, you tell that nigga, where your check at? You need a check.
That's why all my friends would be like, Tia, you raising kids. Like, those are your kids. And that's why I say all the time, like, don't jump my kids. Like, what?
Yeah.
I took care of them.
See, I didn't know why you were saying that.
Yeah.
Damn, your mama coming back.
She don't tell everybody the full story. I'm the one that was watching this.
Right. And I was like, cause I was wondering I was like, how in the hell she got there get money? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, how in the hell does she get money? I ain't gonna lie,
we moved it every year. So I'm like, how is she getting the money for this? Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And everybody would tell me, I'm like, you lying. Like, yeah.
And then she said like he was like keeping them in the house, but how in the hell why in the hell they saying that? And then she was coming and going when she wanted to.
I guess because she had kids. I don't know.
I'm saying like between me and you, she come home when she want to, but I'm saying she telling the world that she was trapped in the house.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's that crazy shit. There you go.
So this young woman is having a conversation with her ex-boyfriend about her mother and about some of the claims that she said in regards to R. Kelly and this cult house that they have been trying to paint the narrative of. And what I will say before I play any more of this footage, that is one of the things that I've noticed in the docuseries, that some of the women who were of age, to me, it sounded more like a polygamous relationship versus I'm held against my will. Because one of the women, I believe her name was Kitty, I should have wrote her name down. Kitty T something. But whatever, she was at the radio station and she then moved to R. Kelly's home, and she talked about how she just was able to leave. And in order for her to leave or not, or to go through with leaving or not, she talked about how, like, if he answered the phone, then I'm not going to leave. But if he don't answer the phone, then I'm going to leave. So that just tells me that they have more free will than just being held captive. It didn't sound like they was barred down and chained down. Like, all of the stories of the woman who left, it was stories of women who left on their own free will. It was stories of women who left when they got ready to. The only story that did not appear to be like a free will type of situation, but then again, it kind of was, because she was at the hotel with just her and Joycelyn, and R. Kelly was not around at the time. He wasn't there. It was just them two there by themselves. It didn't appear to have like bodyguards there. It didn't appear to be like people that was holding them hostage in the room, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was able to, her mom walked in, and when her mom came out, her mom didn't say, like, you know, she seen anybody in the room. The daughter said that Joycelyn was in there. But to me, it didn't sound like it was like a held hostage type of thing. So what this girl is alleging is that, yeah, they did have free will and everything like that. So, and I'm not to say that none of them were under mind control, but because I really don't know. But the older ones, they sound like they were able to just go and come as they pleased. And that's what this girl on this tape is kind of corroborating or whatever. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this for you guys, and then I'm gonna report some of the stuff that they posted on this Surviving Lies Facebook page, because one of the other women, she had an extensive like rap sheet and everything like that. So and this is not to say that R. Kelly is not a predator. I don't want y'all to get that misconstrued at all. I just want to just shed light on all aspects of a story. If you guys are followers of mine, you know that when I cover something, I'm gonna cover it from all sides, all angles. I'm gonna show y'all the parts that are the pros, the parts that are the cons. I'm gonna show y'all all of it that I come up with. So this part is corroborating with the narrative that we've seen with our own eyes, that a lot of the girls have free will to leave. So let me play a little bit more of this audio for you guys.
Maybe she forgot.
Wow, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. This shit is really crazy. And then they done linked up and came out, and they just like teamed up on his ass. Can't do nothing.
Right. And then she used to text us while she in the house and everything. She'll text me, make sure Serena and Gerald do this, take their bath, brush their teeth. Like, okay.
And then, then she tried to say he took their phone. All of them might be crazy for real, Tier. All of them just throwed up. All of them suffer from the same disease. You think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Damn, that shit crazy. Like, and then you as a child, that's what I'm saying. Like, you as a child looking at this shit and you knowing exactly how it was, and you hear what do you feel like? How do you feel about these people are able to do that shit? Huh?
She just texted me. Do I want to do it here? That's heavy.
Hell yeah, you want to make that money. You heard me though, Tiara?
What is that?
I said, just looking at it now, how do you feel, knowing that, she was able to talk to y'all and she was able to come and go like she wanted to, and then they going on national TV doing this shit? How you feel about that?
Getting paid.
Just for the money, huh?
Yeah. Gotta be, because she was living the life, to be honest.
Living a goddamn life. Tiara said she living a life, to be honest.
She was. She was getting spoiled. He was paying for everything for her. She come home with all these designer clothes and bags and a bunch of money. I still got the video when she came home with thousands of dollars.
Damn. I ain't even seen that shit. Came home checked up.
Right. Helping other people pay their bills.
Damn. How many thousands she had, Tiara?
This guy's being nosy and petty. Anyway, so that was Asante's daughter, and she was pretty much talking to a guy on the phone, and this is 29 minutes long. I'm not going to play 29 minutes of it, but I just wanted to share some of it with you guys. On this Surviving Lies Facebook page, they also had the records of some of the women on there, and I want to show you guys some of the posts that they posted on this page. So right here is Asante or whatever, and it shows that she is pretty much somebody who has been incarcerated at least 5 times. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And she has been arrested over the course of different years from 2003, 2006, 2009, and then again 2 times in 2009, and then again in 2012. So I guess this is showing that, she is a criminal or whatever. And in the caption of this thing, it also has the Savages over to the corner, and you see her to the side of Joycelyn's mom right there. And so this is trying to, I guess, prove that they are in cahoots with one another. If you see right, hold on, wait, which way do I point? I don't know, whatever. But you see her to the side of Joycelyn's mom. So yeah, so they're trying to prove that she is in cahoots with them to try to bring R. Kelly down with this story and things like that. So in this caption, it says, the Savages had a plan to coerce R. Kelly into producing their daughter Joycelyn's record and to use his likeness to promote their family business of adult sex toys and exotic lingerie stores. After they learned their daughter would not be going along with their plans, seeking revenge, the Savages, using their underground affiliates connected with Asante McGee, a lifelong criminal who has been arrested and convicted of several crimes like extortion, stalking, shoplifting. The Savages conspired to have Asante infiltrate R. Kelly's camp to find potential compromising evidence that could be used to extort him later. Their plans were spoiled when Asante became a part of R. Kelly's entourage and became attached to his lifestyle. Eventually, R. Kelly fired her for stealing. So this is something that was posted on the Surviving R. Kelly page, and this is where they were trying to shed light on some of the women behind the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, and some of the women around some of these allegations are not truthful women. They are liars, and her daughter was caught on tape talking to this other man, pretty much exposing that her mom was able to go and leave as she pleases. And all of you that are tuned in, I'm sure that you watched the documentary and you remember the woman who was on the radio station and then she went to live with him. She left when she got ready to. She got tired and she left. Just like the other girl who was at R. Kelly's trial, when she left, she said that she just got sick of it and she left. She didn't say that she was bondaged up and she was like held captive. She said that she left, like pretty much just like walked out. And again, me pointing those things out is not to say that R. Kelly is not a predator, because the things that he did with the younger women is definitely vile and gross. But what I want to say is, when I watched it, I kind of gave some of the women a side eye, because a lot of them, now, I don't want to say a lot of them, but there were a few of them that did not seem genuine to me. Some of the stories didn't really add up, really. Just, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, The one that really, really touched me, though, was the Dominique Gardner story. And I was able to finish watching that one today, because I was like, before I do another R. Kelly video, let me sit and just carve out 3 hours to just watch all of this. And, that was the one story that really touched me. And that one was, that one was sad. The other one was a woman who, a parent who, like, on one hand, it feels like they were trying to like pimp out their daughter. And then on another hand, me knowing people coming from humble beginnings, just wanting so desperately to make it, so it's like, well, I don't want to say that they wanted to pimp out their daughter, because all of us who are parents want the best for our children. We want our children to be great. We want our children to manifest their dreams. And if her dream was to be a singer, then I can see why their parents would want her to live out her dream. But some of the red flags was like, okay, when you seen that he met up with your child and you already knew about his allegations, I feel like they could have nipped some stuff in the bud before it escalated to where it got to. And they said that their daughter didn't leave until she was of consenting age after she graduated. So she graduated and then she left. So it wasn't a situation where he took her when she was 14, but the father is alleging that, according to him cracking open the iCloud or whatever, then he was able to see that he had sex with the daughter, but they didn't show proof of that. So I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, not saying that he didn't have sex with her, just saying, what was said and how certain things looked to me. The one with the Dominique Garner, the reason why that one touched me is because her friend pretty much, kind of recruited her into that situation. So that story was like, I'm saying, more of like it touched me as a mother, especially me being a mom. But some stories sounded like consenting adults that just was mad at how a polygamous relationship was pretty much playing out. And y'all already know I don't care how nobody. I'm trying to be respectful, but that's how it looked to me. But let me show you guys another one of these things that they posted. So this is supposed to be a message between the Geronda chick, and I was like, well, this really don't help R. Kelly, because this kind of proves that he likes to be called daddy and things like that. So this don't really help his case. So I don't know why they posted that. But this is screenshots and messages between Geronda, and the other party is alleged to be R. Kelly. And I'm going to say alleged to be Geronda too, because this was posted on the Surviving Lies page. But here is the text conversation. And so I'm going to read what they have up at the top. It says, as you can see in the text messages, Miss Rogers' usage of the word daddy was her choice. Age only became a factor when she didn't get what she wanted, which was a relationship. So, I mean, but for her to call him daddy in the first place, whether she started calling him daddy as her choice or not, I'm sure he told her that's what he preferred to be called. So if she's calling him daddy, that just proves that he likes for the women to call him daddy. So this really wasn't in his favor to me, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyways. So this right here, well, I was going to share it with y'all regardless. I don't know. I don't like how that came out. But yeah, I was going to share it with y'all anyways. But anyways, so on the blue, it says, okay, baby, make sure you have on a bra, girl. So I guess that's the blue is supposed to be R. Kelly, and the gray is alleged to be the Geronda chick. So it says, I do, daddy, it's black. And then it says, okay, good girl, have fun and check in with me. And then it says, yes, daddy, I will. I love you. And then I don't know what that address is to. And it says, daddy, I've been calling. Can you answer, please? And then another series of messages says, daddy, I've been calling. Can you answer? Oh, and then it says, hey, daddy, I've called you a couple times. I really want to talk to you. I've been thinking, and this is a separate day. I've been thinking, and I don't want to do this. Can we talk about how to make it go away? I thought about what you said. And then he says, call me later on tonight. Well, call me right now, away when you're by yourself. And then she says, okay. And then it says on April 22nd, I called. And then a text message again, I called. And then I guess a reply where it says, called you back. And then the last series of messages says, in a meeting, send me the picture, baby. And then it's a picture of her. And then it says, is this better, daddy? So I guess that was supposed to prove that she was willing to conversate with him or whatever. And like she was trying to be like thirsty a little bit, I guess, like trying to be thirsty for his attention. And that, in their top portion of it, they're saying that, that proved that she called him daddy. But I think in order for her to call him daddy, she had to know that that's what he wanted to be called. Because I doubt that she just going to be randomly calling him daddy. There was another post, and this was the one where it was showing that Joycelyn Savage's parents and the Asante girl were in cahoots, or trying to prove that they were in cahoots. So at the top it says, Asante McGee and Timothy Savage were both arrested at different times on several occasions in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Well, if you guys watch the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, the mom admitted that she'd been to jail before in the documentary. So maybe this person was like, let me pull up her record. She says she'd been to jail. Let me pull up her record. Because she did say that she was arrested in the documentary. So this is them, pulling up. I guess this is supposed to be a mugshot or whatever. I'm not sure if that's a dad's mugshot, but the other Asante woman, that definitely looks like a mugshot. But then they have this right here. Let me make this bigger, where they have an arrow, and it says her father, Timothy Savage. She hasn't seen his daughter, my life, Savage, a former Georgia Gwinnett college student. I don't know why they pointed an arrow to that. If y'all could figure it out, y'all see. But I don't know why they pointed that arrow. But anyway, so this is them trying to prove that they were in cahoots. There was also a lot of celebrities who started to be put on blast behind this. Charlemagne the God had tweets that resurfaced. Fabolous had a disgusting tweet that resurfaced as well. There were people like, okay, why is he talking out about it in the Surviving R. Kelly documentary when he is disgusting as well? You know, because when you look at these tweets, it's like, how you got your nerve to speak on R. Kelly behalf? Because that's pretty gross. So I'm gonna show y'all these tweets that resurfaced from Charlemagne. So in these posts, these are from his Twitter account, and it says, R. Kelly looks 20-something. The fountain of youth clearly can be found within teenage vagina. And this was in 2010. And so this was 8 years ago that he posted this, but he still posted it. And then it says another post from him, and this was in January of 2009. And it says, R. Kelly is thinking Barack's daughter can get it. And then also in 2010, it says, furthermore, R. Kelly had the best celebrity sex tape of all time. Him messing with an alleged underage girl is the best sex tape of all time? Like what? Huh? So what I was saying was how disgusting it was for Charlemagne to be advocating against R. Kelly, but got the audacity to be on camera, like, you know, condemning him when he is just as disgusting and posting these disgusting ass tweets. Also, Fabolous also had some disgusting tweets that he posted, and I'm so glad that I glanced at the chat, because oftentimes I try to cover it up because looking at the chat while I'm going live will distract me. But oh my God, I'm so thankful that I happened to glance and see that the sound had went out. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, how disgusting can you be of a human being to talk about R. Kelly looks 20-something, the fountain of youth clearly can be found in teenage vagina, and then talk about, furthermore, R. Kelly had the best celebrity sex tape of all time, when we all knew, whether he was acquitted or not, the alleged age of the girl was 14 years old. So for anybody to be even putting that on any type of level like that, like, oh, that's the best sex tape of all times, or something like that, and you know that the girl was supposed to be 14 and you have children yourself, it's pretty gross to me. It's pretty gross. But before I share Fabolous tweet, and that's what I was saying before I share Fabolous tweet, I'm going to also share with you guys some of the things that was pulled up from his radio. So there was somebody who pulled up clips from his radio show where he was talking about R. Kelly, and he was talking about how he learned how to have sex from R. Kelly. He learned how to do different things from the sex tape, and that's how he learned to do it. And maybe he did, because, you know, some people do get learning experience through watching pornography, but it's just a little bit, I don't know, like weird knowing that the girl is 14 and then you're bragging about learning things from this tape. That it just felt extremely wrong. But I'm going to show y'all this post. Let me share the screen with you guys. Hold up. Okay. So, and then let me move myself over. Okay, so this is Charlemagne, and before I play it, can y'all hear me? The sound good? Is the sound good? Press the half moon emoji or 1 if the sound is good before I go any further, so I know that the sound is good. Hit the 1 or something to let me know that the sound is good. Okay. All right, so this is him on the Brilliant Idiots, and he's talking about learning different things from R. Kelly.
Number one, he taught me how to eat ass.
Shout out to Kelly.
I learned how to eat ass because of the R. Kelly tape.
That's true.
And the Come P Come thing is still one of the most
legendary,
incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
I was looking at that and I was like, what? What? So he goes on to say how it was legendary how R. Kelly was able to come, then pee, and then come again. I don't want to play too much of the clip because they will copyright flag stuff real fast. And I probably played too much of it already. But pretty much he goes on to say with Andrew Schultz is that, it's legendary for him to be able to come, then pee, then come again. And, he learned this stuff from him. And on top of that, the tweets that he posted, it's just like disgusting, dude. Like, seriously. And then you got the nerve to be talking like all high and mighty against him. And you over here parading how you learned all these skills like it's some cool badge of honor or something. I was just disgusted. I was just like, what the heck? Like, you have a daughter. Like, how could you even, I don't know. Like, it was just gross to me. Trent said, what is Charlemagne doing to his wife at home? ? I don't know. Ms. React says, Charlemagne just probably wanted to get caught. You know how criminals do crimes. They get tired, so they're telling their side. They're telling themselves and their friends, this is what this is. It's nasty. 20 Eye says, ew, Charlemagne is disgusting. They're all gross. Lil Ron says, bae, don't play him no mind. He has 3 daughters, if I'm not mistaken. So he has 2 daughters and one on the way, from what I recall. Is that he has 2 and 1 on the way. So let me move my thing back over. He has 2 daughters and 1 on the way. And so off of him, let me show y'all what Fabolous had to say. Because Fabolous posted a disgusting tweet too. So Fabolous, he posted and he said, anybody seen that freak from the R. Kelly sex tape? She should be of age now. Joking. Anybody seen that freak from R. Kelly's sex tape? She should be of age now. Joking. And this was in 2009. So as you guys know from watching the docuseries, I believe it was 2008 that he got acquitted. So a year later, Fabolous is trying to see what it do with the alleged victim on the tape. And I was just like, that is pretty gross. That's pretty gross. But yeah, so I wanted to come and let you guys know, what was going on with the whole Surviving Lives Facebook page. I wanted to give y'all a little bit of the background of some of the audio that was uncovered. I wanted to talk to you guys about these disgusting tweets. And everything like that. And then lastly, I wanted to talk to you guys because there were several people who was mad at my video where I showed the photos of how Rashana looks currently and what her images are. Rashana's name has been public information since the start of the trial. Her information is public knowledge, and it has been documented throughout the trial for a long time now. What I put out is not anything that is not already out. Her Facebook photo, well, the photo that I shared was a public photo. This wasn't a private photo that was shared amongst friends. This was public. All of this information that I shared is public information. This is not somebody hacked and trying to show somebody's identity to try to defame her, or it was just I'm curious, what does she look like? Oh, other people in my audience probably are curious what she looks like too. It wasn't a thing like that. You know, it wasn't a malicious thing where I'm trying to maliciously out her or something like that. It's public information. And one of my subscribers sent me the photos. Without them sending it to me, I was going to go looking for it anyways. You know, but I lucked up by having a subscriber that looked and sent it to me. And then right after that, I got even more photos of her sent to me where she was in photos with the singer SZA. I got a whole bunch more photos that was sent to me even after that. And all of this stuff was found publicly. It was not something that was, you know, from friend to friend, like outing her. It was public. And so I just want to show you guys this lastly. This is the Facebook post that I showed. Okay? And if you see where the arrow is pointing on Facebook, that means public. So that means when you post on Facebook and your post is public, you are sharing it with everybody. You're not hiding it. It's not hidden. It's not a secret. You're sharing it with any and everybody who types in your name and goes to your page. Now, if this icon was the friend icon or the lock icon or something like that, then it would be more of a private thing where they were just trying to share it amongst friends. This photo that I shared, and you can see the full photo in my other video, this photo was from her mother's Facebook page, and it was public. What I shared was public information, not private information. I didn't share anything that wasn't out there already, and it was not done to be malicious. It was just, I wondered what she looked like. I know some of my audience member probably, you know, want to get an update on this story and wonder what she looked like. Now that Lifetime has done all of these hours of talking about her, people are going to go searching for her. So Lifetime got people talking about her. They got people inquiring about her. So don't be mad at me. I'm not doing nasty stuff. Like, I seen one person, and they had a page where they post screenshots of the actual tape. Now, that's taking it a bit too far. I showed an adult, somebody that's well over 18, somebody that's grown. I didn't show no minors. The photos that I showed with her blurred out, those were screenshots that I took straight from Lifetime, because Lifetime posted them. The only thing that Lifetime didn't post was the Facebook post, but that was a public post. So I just wanted to clarify that in wrapping up this video, because there was like, oh, you need to get sued for sharing that and this and that and all of that. And I'm like, first of all, boo-boo, it's public. Second of all, her mama shared it and it's public. And third of all, they was like, how you putting her name out there? Why you gonna put her name out there? Her name has been documented since the case started. Her name is public records. Like, it wasn't a sealed trial. You seen the 14-year-old girl who says she met R. Kelly at the trial. It was an open trial and it was documented. Her name was documented. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say in closing, because, you know, a couple of people, you know what I'm saying, they have me messed up in the comments like, you should get sued. How dare you? I'm like, hold up, homie. The stuff is public. I ain't putting out nothing private. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that before I went, because, you know, yeah. Somebody says she's also on YouTube with the music group For the Cause. And then Alana Walker said, was understood, don't need to be explained. And somebody says, can anyone give me the link for the documentary? I'm sure you could pull it up now because it's out there. And then, let's see. I'm trying to see what a couple other people had to say before I go. Some religions you can marry at 13, grown men. Some people think it's okay. 13 in some religions, yeah, that's still gross to me. Just because maybe it's not my religion and morally it's just wrong. I have a daughter that's 5 right now, and I can't imagine her being 13 years old and a grown man laying on top of her. Like, I would just, no. Like, no. Now, when it comes to the consenting age, some states have the age of consent be 17, where you've seen in the whole R. Kelly situation where the parents couldn't do anything about it because, they were of the age of consent, which is 17. And in that case, if the state feels like that's the consenting age, then I don't know. I would prefer the girl to be 18 years old and legal, at least if a guy is gonna mess with a girl. But I still, it's a mess. It's a mess because in your early 20s, even after you're 18, in your early 20s, you're still figuring out life. You're still learning about yourself. And so if you get involved with these old men at a young age, even 20 years old, you're easily to be manipulated because, they have it figured out. They have the money, the influence, and things like that. I don't condone it. But, yeah, so it's crazy. Somebody said my daughter is 23 and I wish R. Kelly would. Girl, it's a mess. Would women be in trouble for sleeping with the minors with Kelly? I feel like they should. I feel like if your grown ass is having sex with kids, you need to be in jail just like he do. I feel like all of the bodyguards, the managers, the team scouting at the mall, all of them need to be held accountable just like him. I feel like the parents, I want to not judge the parents because I know that, a lot of people want to be successful. They want their children to be successful. But I feel like some of the parents, I'm not going to say all, some of the parents need to be held accountable just as well as R. Kelly. When the couple was talking, they did sound like they were trying to use this situation to their advantage with R. Kelly and disregarding certain things. And it's like, are you trying to extort him? Were you trying to use something against him? Were you trying to use your daughter as bait? I don't know. Some of their stories didn't add up. The mother who got her daughter, the Dominique girl, she seemed sincere. Others, some of them did not seem sincere. Some of them sounded like, it just didn't sound right. Some of the girls didn't sound sincere. The older women, Drea Kelly, to me, she sounded like she was acting in some parts. But the parts about him messing with the young girls is not okay at all. He is not right at all. And me saying and pointing out some of the things that didn't add up is not me saying that he is any less accountable for his actions, because he is very much so accountable for his actions. Another thing for me is, like, if we are victims, we need to not take money. Our integrity has to be over the value of money. Like, if we're victims, we need to pursue it. We need to have our children pursue it. It needs to be pursued at the fullest extent of the law. If you guys remember when I covered the Charlemagne the God story and he had his accusations, Charlemagne got out the same exact way. The same exact way as R. Kelly got off with this whole sex tape situation. Charlemagne got off the same way because the mother would not cooperate. The mother in Charlemagne's case would not allow her daughter to cooperate. So that is why they did not pursue his situation any further. And in this R. Kelly situation, you know, the parents did not allow the child to, well, I won't say that they didn't allow her to cooperate, but they denied that it was her, and other people said that it was her. And, you know, I don't know. We gotta start valuing our worth a little bit more and not putting a price tag on it. If we're victims, we need to pursue these things with the fullest extent of the law. And I know that, you know, we can come from impoverished places, we can come from humble beginnings, and a nice lump sum of money might sound good in the long run. I mean, it might sound good at the time, but in the long run, are you really getting justice? When this person is able to still live their life free, they're still able to go on to the next victim, they're still able to do all of the things that you felt wrong. You know what I'm saying? You felt were wrong. You felt like you were wronged, but you take this money to allow this person to wrong other people. At that point, is it really worth it in the long run? You know what I'm saying? So we got to think about stuff like that, because now these girls are coming out, they're breaking NDAs, and, you know, talking out, which I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them breaking the NDA, because at the end of the day, you know, if it was some foul stuff that got covered up, then, hey, talk about it, speak your truth. But I'm just saying, going forward, you know, value certain things. Like, we got to stop putting a price tag on everything. Our worth is priceless, especially when it comes to being violated in that way. And we got to protect our babies. I'm a mother, and ain't no way there's accusations about R. Kelly, and I'm gonna go for a story about, oh, you know, you ain't gotta be around. And my instincts already tell me, you know what I'm saying, somebody needs to be around at all times, because I already know that there's something fishy. Ain't no way I'm gonna go for, oh, we just gonna get somebody from the label and, you know, they just gonna be the guardian. No, I'm not going for it. So we just gotta, you know, we come in, it's like this get rich era that we are in right now. Everybody want to get rich quick. They want to come up quick. They want to expose somebody for the come up, for the clout. You know, so some things we have to start valuing a little bit more, because in the long run, that quick come up ain't gonna be worth it. So I just want to close on that note. Thank you guys for tuning in to my live. Thank you guys for watching this along with me. I'm so sad that, you know, my volume went out. That makes me sad. But thank y'all for rocking with me on here. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Like my video and share my video. When you guys share my videos, that helps me out a great deal. But, you know, ultimately subscribe so that you're here for the next one, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I post these videos. And on that note, I am out. Peace.